Hi, this is Pete with F-Body Warehouse, and today what we're going to do is we're going to show you some information on a 4-speed center console. What we're going to do, we're going to show you the lower boot, the boot ring, and then the upper boot, which is the accordion style boot. And all these 4-speed parts are available at fbodywarehouse.com. We're going to show you what each piece does, and we're going to show you how to install it onto your car. As you can see, we have a bunch of cars here today. But today what we're working on is this Project 1979. This is a 79 Camaro. This is a 4 1/4 horse 350 4-speed 373 car. And what we're doing is we're getting our interior back in. And to get our interior back in, we've got to do a little work on our center console. We figured it'd be a great opportunity to show you the different products that we offer and show you how it all goes together. So what you have, and this will be the same on a Camaro or a Trans Am, you of course have your 4-speed console, which is different than automatic console. Your pole opening is different. And so what we're going to be doing is we're reusing our center console, but these are available new. There are some products here that you're not going to want to reuse. You do want to buy these new. And what this is this is a lower heat shield gasket, and that is a new OER reproduction. We also have NOS GM upper accordion boot, and this is another gasket. And then you also have the retainer ring. Now these 3 products are new, and they are available at fbodywarehouse.com. This lower gasket, what its primary purpose is to block heat and air from flowing up through the 4-speed shifter tunnel hole. This will go on the bottom. You then have your upper accordion boot, and this is the rubber gasket that you see from underneath the console, and we'll show you that once we install it. That literally sits right on top. And then you have the boot retainer ring. This is a new OER unit, and that's going to sit on top and sandwich everything down onto the floor pan. So let's go ahead and we're going to show you this at the car. Now this is a pretty cool car. This is a 79 model base Camaro that we're cloning out like a Z28. Kind of something cool there is you see it has the no AC block off plates, as this is a non-AC car. So onto our shifter assembly here. We obviously have our 4-speed shifter in the car. First thing is this heat shield. And what this is it's a real heavy rubber gasket. What you'll do is you're going to slip that down and over your existing 4-speed shifter. And it's going to curl around like so, and it's a very tight fit. And then you're going to push it down so that it drops down into the boot hole on the floor pan. Now that we have this set down into place, we've kind of eyeballed up and lined up our holes. So what we'll do next is we're going to install our accordion gasket. In order to get the accordion gasket on, you have to, of course, unthread the shifter ball. And then it literally slips right down the shaft. And then it's going to couple up over the top of your first gasket. So this is that accordion gasket. Finally, what we're going to do is you just lay your ring in place, and then we'll go ahead and we'll bolt this down into place. Alright, so what we've done is we've started our screws, and we're just going to go ahead and tighten them down. And what I suggest is tighten them all down once, and then go around the circle. And just make sure you got them nice and snug, because as you put them down, it's going to apply more even pressure all the way around the unit. And it'll be just, they'll want to walk loose a little, well, not really walk loose, but as the pressure becomes more flush, they'll tighten up. So we got our screws back in, we've got them all tightened down. We have our lower heat shield gasket in there. We have our upper accordion gasket in there. Note we're running a Hurst Indy shifter on this. Popped our shifter ball back in, and if you had a console delete car, you'd be done. On this car, this has a console. So at that point, we're ready now to get our console installed on this car. So you're just going to slide your console down. And into place over the transmission tunnel and get it lined up. And then we'll go ahead and we'll install our boot back on the car. And we're going to lay this down, get this mounted up. We're going to go through, retrim our box insert here so that it looks nice and pretty. Put that chrome accent bead back on it. And this console will be back and installed on this car, and this car is one step closer to completion. So install time on this is going to be about 40 minutes start to finish. And what you'll need to do in order, if you have your car all assembled, is you're going to need to pull the center console. In order to pull your center console, you'll open up your center console bin lid. At the bottom of your bucket, you're going to have two small bolts. You're going to pull those two small bolts. That'll lift this whole glove box assembly up and out of the car. You're going to find there's going to be a couple screws or bolts holding in the back bracketry. You'll remove those. On a Camaro console, you're going to have a bolt here that goes straight up and down, and then one that comes in from the side on the driver's side of the car. If this was a Trans Am, both of the bolts would go straight up and down. The process is the same, Camaro to Trans Am, and it's going to work on a 70 to 81 Trans Am or a 72 to 81 Camaro. We're going to actually pretty up our bucket a little more and retrim this prior to screwing this down. But as you can see, you're back together here, and that accordion boot and that lower gasket is really going to keep the heat and the air from traveling up into the engine bay. The big thing is the heat, and especially down here in the south in the summertime, boy, it gets hot, so we don't want all that air coming up and through. Replacing these gaskets is a great way to seal it back up and ensure that this summer you don't have a bunch of heat rushing into your cabin. As always, these products are available at fbodywarehouse.com. We appreciate your business and invite you to watch over 120 different installation videos that we currently have. We know the products that we offer, and we're happy to serve you.